Hi everyone, it's Mike.
And Ravin.
And we're about to play a mission from the Heroes and Villains mode. We're going to put a description in the video too, how to get to the link to it too. It's in the Facebook group.
Yeah.
And it's a mode where you play against a mastermind, so it's all superheroes. You don't use any of the zombies in this one.
Yep.
And then you can pick a bad guy or another hero that you're fighting against too. They have the pro registration one from like the Civil War and other missions too and stuff too, which are pretty cool.
Cool.
So we got our team and we're playing against Dr. Doom.
Yep.
And if you're similar to Marvel United, there's like a plot track too in this, and it goes on, and there's certain rules that happen at each level. We'll go through them when we're playing, but I'll show you the mission in the rule book too. So that's the rule book for it. So this is the mission we're going to be playing. It's all in the rule book too. There's Ryan who designed it too, the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this one is Corrupted by the Darkhold we're going to be playing.
Yeah.
So we'll go through the rules when we go back to the map. But through the rule book, you'll see they talk about how the villain track and the mastermind works. We'll go through it in the game, but we printed that out, the mastermind track.
Yep. The mastermind has been corrupted by the Darkhold, an ancient tome of great evil and power. We must find the Darkhold and apprehend the mastermind before the dark corruption consumes everything. So the objectives are: end the corruption, complete these objectives in any order, find and take the blue objective, which is the Darkhold, and eliminate the mastermind. The special setup is to place the blue objective randomly among the red objectives face down.
So there's 4 up there. There's one there, there, and over there.
And the green spawn point is only used in a game with 5 or 6 PC heroes.
So that's over there.
So the special rules: each objective gives 5 XP to the PC hero who takes it. And the blue spawn point becomes active and the blue door opens, if it has not been opened already, once the blue objective has been taken.
Okay. So that's the mastermind track. Stuff happens once you do 1 wound to him.
Right.
And then if you do a 2nd wound, and then the 3rd wound, he dies.
Okay.
So it's just like you have to wound a normal superhero villain. He has 5 toughness. So every time you do 5 damage to him,
It does a wound.
it does a wound, and then stuff happens when you roll a die.
Right.
And then when you do the 2nd wound, that will happen too.
Cool.
And we'll go through the rules as we're playing a bit too, so I don't go through the entire rule book. You can get the rules, like we showed, the download off the Facebook group, and I'll put a link to it too.
Yep.
But in this one too, if you get knocked out, kind of like the campaign mode, you just turn over and then you can drag them once you were pick them up too, like the other one.
Okay.
Once all the superheroes, if they're all dead, then you lose the mission.
Okay.
Or if the plot track gets to 7. So the plot track goes down every time a superhero dies, the plot track goes down, and every time that you pick up a super villain card, or like picking up the zombie card, like when you pick up the superhero spawn card,
Okay.
the track goes down.
All right.
And because we're playing against Doom, I took out all the heroes out of the spawn too, so you're not having like Professor X coming up to help Dr. Doom. Kind of seems weird a little bit.
Yeah.
You can play that way if where we're talking about doing the zombie mode. If you're doing zombies, then anyone can come and stuff too.
Right.
So we're going to say in this one that once he gets to his 2nd wound, we're going to use the zombie mode. We'll still use him as a superhero, but then he's corrupted by the Darkhold too.
Yeah. I think it's cool.
And I got some of the villains out already too. There's more we have painted. Or anti-heroes, kind of like Morbius we'll use too.
Right.
So we'll get ready to play the first turn. And I think I'm going to go maybe in the bigger building first to go around that way and maybe go for that objective in the far one. That way we don't have to worry about the 2 spawns and trying to get out these small buildings later.
Right.
We'll go for the big one first, and plus we won't have to worry about that blue spawn
Okay.
going in there afterwards maybe, because if they are down here, we'll have to see. So what do you think? Do you want to try to go into the over by the mailbox over there?
I think that's a good idea.
Okay, so do you want to go first then?
Sure. So I'm going to activate Wolverine first.
Okay.
His power goes up to 1.
And what's his blue ability?
His blue ability is called Berserker Rage. When attacking with adamantium claws, add +1 to your dice results for each wound you have suffered. For each roll of 6, roll +1 die. These dice may generate additional dice.
Cool.
So, for his first activation, he's going to move here. For his second activation, he's going to open the door that's by the mailboxes.
Okay.
And then we've got 2 spawns.
And the whole building on the other side, too.
Oh, there's it. Okay.
Yeah, it's all connected.
Okay.
So we'll do 1, 2, 3. I think that's it in that building. And then we'll draw the bystander cards.
Yeah.
There's nothing by that. You want to move that. Don't flip it over. The objective over there? There's nothing around there, is there?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh no, it's on a spawner, so.
Yeah, there is one there, too. So.
Okay.
We'll do a spawn there, too?
Yeah.
So, from the first one. Sidearm. Okay, so that's good. That nothing shows up there.
Yep. Get rid of that early. That's good. So
the one by the bathroom now, too?
Uh-oh.
All superheroes. There's no superheroes on the board.
No, but doesn't... No, it's only the superhero
card.
card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and I should have mentioned that, too. It says there joins the fight. The mastermind doesn't show up till the track gets to 3.
Okay.
So he's not on the board yet.
Okay.
And to win this one, we got to find the blue objective and kill him.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so then the one by the stairs. So we're in blue, Trooper Rush. Okay, and then, because I remember I played a test with this, he's really annoying. His ability is during each end phase, shuffle the extra activations, rush, and special activation spawn cards back in the deck.
So if you pull any, you have to put them back.
And then I'll pull them aside, and then when it's the end phase, we got to shuffle those cards back into the deck.
Okay.
So that's pretty tough.
Yeah.
And the last spawner there by the blue spawn. Another extra activation. Okay.
But no one, so.
There.
That one. Okay.
Okay.
Are we going to do the bystanders now or wait till we...
Yeah, we'll go, because we like in the last game, we don't want to leave their card and forget which ones we got.
Right.
So, there's a bystander.
By the wall?
Over there, yeah. So, which bystander is it?
Howard the Duck.
Oh, we just painted him up.
Cool. Once per round, you may spend 1 power to ignore 1 wound you would suffer.
Cool. And there he is there.
Yeah, he's pretty cute.
The other new one we did.
Cosmo. Each time you eliminate enemies, you may eliminate 1 additional walker in that zone. Cool. And he's a fighting one, too.
Yep. There's Cosmo.
Cool.
And we're using the troopers, the specialists, and the guards. And it says in the rulebook you can treat them as like corrupted Hydra agents, or they're basically bad guys in disguise, kind of.
Okay.
And it does the rules for superheroes, too. So they can attack the bystander. So same thing, if they attack the bystander, we lose a trait and we lose all power.
Okay. So for his last activation, Wolverine's going to go in here.
Okay.
So I'm going to activate Invisible Woman now. Her power goes up to 1. Her blue ability, which is called Invisibility, says each time you perform a move action, you may spend 1 power. If you do, you ignore enemies and may move 1 superhero in your zone along with you.
So it just says superhero, not bystander or anything else?
It just says superhero.
Okay.
And it's each time, too, so it can do it. If
Multiple
it's spending
times.
power, it can do it multiple times.
Cool.
So I'm going to spend that 1 power to move Mantis into this zone.
So you guys go together?
Yeah. So she's going to go there. She's going to go there.
Okay.
And then Invisible Woman's going to use her next 2 activations to move into the zone with the objective.
Okay.
And now I have Mantis. So Mantis' power goes up to 1. And her blue ability is called Mediate. Once during your turn, you may either gain...
Mediate or meditate?
Meditate, sorry. Once during your turn, you may either gain 1 power or draw 1 heroic trait.
Cool.
So she's going to do that now, and she's going to draw a heroic trait.
Okay.
She got Tenacious. Discard after attacking. Reroll any dice.
Cool. So you have 2 more activations? Oh, no, you haven't, because she pushed you there, so you have 3 more activations.
Yeah, and picking that up was my blue ability.
Yeah.
So she's going to move into the zone with the Invisible Woman and pick up the objective.
Okay.
For her 3 activations.
Let's see.
So 1, 2, let's see what this is.
Ah, it's nothing. But you got 5 XP.
Yeah.
And she's done.
Yep.
And that's your team?
Yep.
And it hasn't come up yet, but escorted bystanders in this one, they get escorted to a safe house for interrogation.
Okay.
So when that comes, they take them off to a spawn point 2.
Cool.
So,
Okay.
well, if that comes up, we'll go through that too.
Yeah.
So I'm going to activate Vision first. Power goes up. His blue ability is once per attack. After rolling dice, you can spend 1 power to reroll any misses.
Oh, nice.
So not the whole dice, just this.
Oh, no, that's a wound. Never mind. There was another that's like that too.
So I'm going to move Vision into the zone with Mantis and Invisible Woman for 3 actions.
1, 2, 3.
And he's done. I'm going to activate Groot. His power is going to go up. And his blue is, you have 4 health, so he has 1 more health than everybody else.
Nice.
And then each round you may prevent 1 wound you would suffer. So he can tank 1 wound.
Wow.
So I'm going to move him into the zone with Vision, Visible Woman, and Mantis too. And then I'm going to activate Nightcrawler. Power goes up by 1. His ability is cool. Once per turn, you may spend 1 power to move to any zone on the board. So anywhere, you don't need line of sight containing a superhero.
And it doesn't take an activation or anything?
Nope, it just takes a power.
Cool.
So I'm going to use that 1 power to teleport to where Invisible Woman is. So that didn't cost anything. I don't think we're going to be able to save Cosmo, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, but I'll spend... Ooh, I can spend 1 activation to go there. Actually, let's try. So he teleported there. I'll spend 1 activation to go into zone with the troopers. I'll spend my 2nd activation to attack that zone.
Okay.
So he gets 3 dice hitting on 4s. Got 1. And for his last activation, he's going to try that again. Nice. So I won't be able to get Cosmo yet because I got to spend an activation to get it.
But at least he's not going to get hurt.
Yep. So that's our team. So now we'll do the enemy phase.
Yep.
There's no one on the board. Now the track doesn't go down each turn. It's just when a superhero or villain shows up.
Okay.
And if someone dies.
Right.
So that doesn't move. So we don't got to worry about that.
Okay.
So now we'll do spawning. The blue one isn't activated yet because we haven't found the blue objective.
Yes.
So we'll go from number 1 by the taxi stand over here.
No one.
Okay.
But that goes in the extra activation.
Yeah, because
pile.
when Doom, we'll put it there when Doom shows up.
Yeah.
Okay. The extra activations she's coming on. You want to shuffle those? So, yeah, the extra activations keep showing up. So we'll shuffle that a bit. So we don't want to keep getting extra activation cards.
Yep. So that was the taxi stand.
So the green objective. Okay, so now we'll move the track lister for the mastermind down to 1. Nothing happens at 1 yet. When 3 happens, they join the fight.
All right.
When it goes to 7, you lose.
Okay.
The mastermind wins his plot if you get to 7.
Okay.
Or if he kills all the people he's against.
Right.
So that will go down to 1. Nothing else happens. And then we'll draw the superhero. So, what's super villain? Because I took some of the heroes. If a hero comes up, I'll just draw another one. Let's see who's coming.
Mystique.
So what does he do?
Each time she activates, draw a superhero card. That is the ability she has until the start of the next enemy phase. At that point, reshuffle the extra card back into the superhero deck.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, we did. I don't know why I thought that one was 1. So that would have been the first one, but nothing would have happened.
Yeah.
And we've drawn 1 more card, right?
Yeah. We draw the superhero card.
So that goes there. So we're still in the right order. So we should be going 1, 2, now by the taxi card.
Yes.
Okay.
Talk about Escorted Bystander.
Okay, so we'll get 1 guard and we'll get the bystander too.
Vanessa Fisk. You do not lose power or heroic traits when other bystanders are devoured. Once per game during your turn, gain 4 power.
Okay. So how the escorted bystanders works in this version is we draw it and they go where they normally go.
Yeah.
And then they're going to be escorted for interrogation by the guys. So they have to reach the zone where the headquarters is to interrogate them.
Right.
So it goes to the closest spawn point that's not the ones they originate on.
Okay.
And you put the card there so you know. So the closest one is number 1. Yep, so we'll put the card there. So if that bystander gets to that zone, it'd be like if they got devoured in zombie mode. So we'll lose all power and we'll lose the zombie trait.
Okay.
If that bystander gets to that zone.
Okay.
So once you killed the guard that's escorting them, the card is removed and then they act normally too.
Okay.
So then we'll go over to my turn.
Yep.
I'm going to activate Groot. Power goes up to 2. I'm going to go get Howard the Duck with him because then he can ignore one wound with a blue ability, and
if he spends a power, he can ignore another wound.
So I'm going to move into Howard Duck's zone and then spend an activation to get him. So I'll get 4 power, up to 4 power too, because I got a bystander.
Cool.
For his last activation, I'm going to go in the zone where Nightcrawler is. I thought that was all one room. Nope. So we'll go in the room where the fireplace is. And then there's a door there. Okay. So Vision's going to move forward and rescue Cosmo. So now I eliminate a walker in the zone that I get guys to.
Yep.
And for his last activation, he's going to move into the zone where the stairs are. And he's done. I'm going to activate Nightcrawler. Power goes up by 1. I'm going to use that power, because I want another activation, to teleport where Vision is. So, Bamf, there.
Boop.
For my first activation, I'll go where the objective is. For my second activation, I'll pick that up. So let's see.
Let's see what it is.
Oh, well, okay, it's the blue one already. But now Vision's in the bad... Okay, there is... That separates it, the stairs zone, right? That's 2 zones?
Yeah, because there's the stairs and then there's a...
Okay, so...
So that's its own.
Okay. But Nightcrawler gets 5 XP in that blue objective. And the door is open now, too, they say. Uh-oh. Okay. So he found the blue objective, but Vision's in a bad spot.
Yeah.
And I got one more. Oh, actually, 5. He's at 7 now, so he has 1 more activation, too. So he has 2 more activations left.
Okay.
So for my last 2 activations, I'll go where Vision is with Nightcrawler. And then I'll power up to have 2 power.
Okay.
So that's my team, and it's going to go over to you. So now we found the blue objective. We just got to wait till Doom shows up, too, because he has to get 2 more on this plot for him to show up.
Right. All right. I'm going to activate Invisible Woman. Her power goes up to 1. She's going to use 2 activations to go in the zone with Groot. So 1, 2. Then she's going to use her 1 power for her next action to move Groot with her down here.
Yeah, you don't want him to fall behind.
Yep.
And you can ignore enemies too when you do that one too, right?
Yes.
Cool.
So that's Invisible Woman. She's done. So I'm going to activate Mantis. She's going to move 2 into the zone with Nightcrawler and Vision. And then for her 3rd activation, she'll get a heroic trait.
Okay, and your power would go up too?
Yep. Power goes up to 2. So 1, 2.
And she also has her blue ability. You get a free heroic trait, right?
Oh yeah, I can use that for my last activation.
Well, you can use 1 to get a power too, right? What's her blue ability?
Once during your turn, you may either gain 1 power or draw 1 heroic trait. So I could use that to gain a power and then use my last activation to get a heroic trait.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to do. So her power is going to be at 3.
And you get a heroic trait?
Yes.
Okay.
Power up. Discard during your turn. Perform 1 free power up action.
Yeah, all the power ups was her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So she's done. And now I'm going to activate Wolverine, and he's just going to move up to where Nightcrawler and Vision and Mantis are.
Okay.
So his power went up to 2, and then he's going to move. 1, 2, 3. And he's done.
So enemy phase, we'll do Mystique first. So we got to draw her card, a superhero card, a villain card to see who she mimics. What's that do?
His attacks wound all zombie heroes in his zone, as well as in all zones with zombie heroes adjacent to it, and all zones with zombie heroes adjacent to those zones,
so
and
you can
so on.
Chain attack to people if they're next to each other.
Yeah.
That's mean.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have range, luckily, so she has 2 activations. So go 1 next to us. lucky the chain lightning doesn't go from one zone away, because that would suck, because then it would hit our zone and that zone.
Yeah.
But no, so just move into the zone where we're in. Okay, so she's Electro right now. Escorted Bystander would move towards the safe house that way. And just like the other ones, if the guards get another activation, or they'll still move towards that way too. And the bystander follows them.
All right.
Just like the normal rules.
Yeah.
So that's everyone on the board. So now we'll do spawning. We'll do it right this time. So number 1.
2 specialists?
3. I'm in
Okay.
Nightcrawlers in yellow.
Okay.
The green.
4 troopers.
Okay. And then from the
we got to
taxi.
do the blue now because the blue.
Oh yeah, the blues. So from the blue.
3 more specialists.
Okay. And then now from the taxi. Trooper rush. 6. Okay. So we'll spawn those.
Yeah.
So that's everything spawned. I put a marker on the guard too, so we know that's the escort there too.
Okay.
And then your team will go.
Yeah. I'm going to activate Wolverine first. His power goes up to 3. And he is going to attack Mystique. So I have 3 dice for my Adamantium Claws. I'm going to use 3 more dice and take my power down. So I have 6 dice in total. And it hits on 4s. And because of his blue ability, for each roll of a 6, I roll another dice.
Yeah, and if he's wounded, you hit +1 better too, right?
Yeah.
Nice. So you're looking for 6s to get extra dice.
Yep. And 4s to hit. So that's 2 6s.
So you'd take the 2 hunger dice and just re-roll those ones.
Yeah.
And those could have generated more dice too.
Yeah.
So you did 3, 4, 5 wounds. So Mystique is down.
All right. So for his next 2 activations, Wolverine's going to move back that way into the building.
We'll
So,
stay in here outside of the... Now that we've got the blue objective, we can wait for them to come to us.
yeah. So 1, 2. Next, I'm going to activate Mantis. Her power goes up to 4. She's going to go 1, 2 in the zone with Wolverine. 1, 2. I don't want to be right in the doorway because then they can see into the building. And she already has 2 zombie traits that are pretty good, so I think she's going to be done.
Okay.
And Invisible Woman, her power goes up to 1. She's going to go next.
She has range too, right?
She does.
You can go get the runners and come back, or you can go where... Because Vision has range also too.
Okay. So she's going to go into the zone with Vision and Nightcrawler and everybody for 1. And then she's going to do an attack at those runners. So she has 3 dice, hits on 4s.
Do you want to use the power? Because you're not going to push anyone over? Because I still got my guys. I think I'm good.
You don't think I need it to pull you for any reason?
No, because Nightcrawler can teleport and Vision will be okay.
All right, so then I'll use that power for 1 more dice.
Okay.
So, hits on 4s.
That's pretty good. You got 2 of them.
So for her last activation, she'll go back in here with Groot.
And that's your team.
Yep.
So I'm going to activate Vision. He already has 4 power.
Yeah.
So I'm going to attack the zone where the specialist is.
Okay.
He gets 3 dice. I'll just use 1 power to get 4 dice.
Awesome.
Hitting on 4s. I got it. And if I really wanted to, I could use my blue ability to spend 1 power to re-roll any dice I want to.
Right.
But I only needed 1, so he's good.
Cool.
Second activation, I'm going to get a heroic trait.
Determine. Discard during your turn and spend 1 power. Perform 1 free attack action.
Nice. For my third activation, I'll go where Invisible Woman and Groot is. I'm going to activate Groot. Power goes up. But he's already at 4, so he's good. I'm going to get a heroic trait.
Resourceful. Discard before attacking. Gain +1 range.
Oh, that's cool. Then I'm just going to go where Mantis and Wolverine is, and then end my turn. So I'm going to activate Nightcrawler. His power's up at 3 now.
Okay.
And I'm going to go into the zone with the troopers.
So 1, 2.
Spend an activation to attack, and with that activation I'm going to use 2 power, so I get 5 dice total, hitting on 4s. I got 3 of them. And for his blue ability, I could spend that 1 power I have left to teleport to any zone on the board containing the superhero. It doesn't say movement is restricted or anything, and you think of Nightcrawler, he does attack, and then teleport away. It makes sense, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to use my last power to go where Groot and Mantis and Wolverine are. And then that's my team. So we'll move up the enemies and then do spawning. So normally in the other game, the Escorted Bystander would move towards the enemies. But they have to go to the hideout to do interrogation, so they're going to go that way.
Right.
And then we'll move everybody else normally.
Okay.
Everyone's moved. And from the spawn over there. Guide Rush, so we'll put that there. From the green.
Another Escorted Bystander.
So which bystander it is. And it's 2 this time.
Senator Kelly. Once during your turn, you may spend 1 power to select 1 zone within range 2. Activate all enemies in that zone. They try to reach your zone by any means available.
Cool. And then from the blue spawn, Toots guards. And then from the taxi spawn.
3 specialists.
Okay, so we'll put those on the board. So we did spawning. So Senator Kelly is going to get escorted over to that zone because that was closer than the one that was where Fisk is.
Yeah.
And then the guards are there. And we put the markers for the bystanders. And it will be my turn.
Yep.
I'm going to activate Vision. His power is up at 4 now. And he's going to go into the zone with Wolverine and Nightcrawler and everybody over there. It's his first activation.
Yep.
I'm going to do Determine, discard during your turn and spend 1 power, perform 1 free attack action.
Cool.
So he's at free power now. And I do a free attack action. So that's 3 dice hitting on 4s. Once per attack after rolling dice, I can spend a power to reroll any misses. I'll spend a power to reroll those 2 misses. There we go. So that's 3. And because of Cosmo, each time you eliminate enemies, you may eliminate 1 additional walker in that zone. So I killed 4. So that was his free attack, was using some power. That. So I still have 2 more activations.
Mm-hmm.
I'll spend 1 to attack in that zone again. So again, 3 dice. Hitting on 4, so I'll use 1 of my power. So I'm at 1 power now to reroll the 2 misses. And I can only do it once per attack, so I can't do it again. But I kill those 2.
Yep.
So Vision's just going to get a heroic trait for his last activation.
Okay. We got Mighty. Discard before attacking and spend 1 power, roll plus 3 dice.
Nice. That'll
Cool.
come in handy when we have to fight the mastermind.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do the same trick with Nightcrawler. I'm going to spend free active... Oh, 1, 2, 3. And if he attacks, he won't have enough to teleport back. So no, I can't go out there.
Okay.
Unfortunately. So Nightcrawler can... What can you do?
1, 2... No.
He's too far over?
Yeah.
Okay. So, because they're going to go there, I'm going to go the opposite way. Is there runners coming that way? No. So, I'm going to go in the zone where Invisible Woman is.
Okay.
For 1 activation. I'm just going to stay there. Set up for my 1, 2, 3. Where the building. I'll go into the next zone where the stairs are. And then maybe Invisible Woman can come and deal with the guards or something.
Yep.
And I'll get a heroic trait for my 3rd activation.
Power up. Discard during your turn. Perform one free power up action.
So I still have one more activation, so I'm going to do that now and get 2 more power. So he's done. So I'm going to activate Groot. He's going to go where Nightcrawler is for 2 activations.
Who?
He's already at 4 power, so it wouldn't go up anymore.
Right.
I'm going to use Resourceful. Discard before attacking, gain 1 range. So I'm going to discard that and attack the zone where the guards are.
Cool.
So I gain 1 range, so I can attack those guards. And I'm going to use free power to attack them too. So I have 1 power left. Hitting on 4s. Oh, well, I killed 1 guard. No rerolls or anything.
Right.
It's funny because all his abilities are I am Groot. That's all they are called.
That's funny.
Yeah. Oh, now it's over to your team.
So I'm going to activate Invisible Woman now. Her power goes up to 1. She's going to move over into the zone with Nightcrawler and Groot. For her second activation, she's going to power up again. So her power's now at 3. And then she's going to try to attack that guard. So she's going to use her 3 dice for Psionic Blast. And she's going to use 2 more dice from her power up. So it's 5 dice, hits on 4s.
Oh.
Boo.
Okay, and she has 1 more thing she can do. No, she moved, powered up and attacked. Nope, she's only in blue, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's done.
I'm going to activate Wolverine now. His power goes up to 1. He's going to move into the zone with Nightcrawler and Groot and Invisible Woman for 2 activations. And then for his 3rd activation, he's going to pick up a heroic trait.
Okay. So what trait do you get?
Inspirational. Discard during your turn, spend 1 power. Another superhero within range 1 may immediately perform 1 free attack.
1 free action.
Oh, sorry, 1 free action. So he's done. So Mantis is going to move into the zone with... her power can't go up because her power's already at 4. She's going to move into the zone with Wolverine and everybody and then end her turn there because she has 2 heroic traits that I like. And that'll be it for her.
Oh, that's our turn, so we'll move everything up and do spawning.
Yep.
Everything moved. Now we'll do spawning. So from number 1.
5 troopers.
Green. There's a superhero. So now the track will go down to 2 now. So next turn he's showing up.
All right.
So it's superhero or villain is coming.
Vulture.
I don't think we faced off against him yet.
No, well, we had him when...
We used him, but I don't think he showed up on the board that we have to attack yet.
I don't think so. Remove 2 troopers within range 1 when he activates, if possible. For each trooper removed, he performs +1 action this activation.
So he attacks his own guys to get more power. That's cool.
Yeah.
So we'll get him for the green spawn. So Vulture showed up.
Yep.
And the blue spawn now.
2 specialists.
And from the taxi. No, okay. So how this works now, so we'll put the superhero card down. That's going to go to free. So when it hits free, join the fight. So he joins the fight now. We'll do the superhero card too.
Okay.
So what's villain's going to show with a taxi cab?
Venom.
Okay.
When he is eliminated, take this card as a bystander. While you have it, your attacks roll +1 die. If you ever discard it, roll a die on a 4+, suffer 2 wounds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So Venom and Dr. Doom showed up there. He shows up where he would have been activated for entering. So that's where he drew the superhero cards. So that's where he comes in.
Right.
So he's 5 hit points. He's kind of tough.
Yeah.
And his ability is, during each end phase, shuffle all activation, rush, and special action spawn cards back into the deck. So the special ones are like sidearm and stuff too.
Right.
So those have to go back in at the end phase. So he's here. That's going to happen this turn.
Okay.
And that's everybody spawned already. So we'll shuffle the cards back into the deck. So we shuffled all the special cards back in. So eventually, that's just going to be a deck with extra activations and stuff. So that's going to be tough.
Yeah.
So this mode, maybe not try with Dr. Doom. We'll try it on harder mode, but you can try with easier ones. But if you want a harder challenge, do a Mastermind that has 5 hit points and kind of like a jerk ability like that one.
Yep.
Electro would be tough. He has 3 hit points, but his moves are pretty good, so that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I just wanted to use Dr. Doom because we painted him up recently.
Yeah. And it fits.
And people wanted to see Nightcrawler and Dr. Doom. We'll use Dr. Doom in a hero match, but
well, and it fits the
story.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So that works.
So it will be your turn.
Yep. So I'm going to activate Wolverine first. His power goes up to 2.
What card do you have too?
Discard during your turn. Spend 1 power. Another superhero within range 1 may immediately perform 1 free action.
Cool. Do you have to spend? Did it say spend the power?
Yes.
Okay. If you use that now, Invisible Woman can use her ability to attack the specialist behind us.
Yeah. I was debating when I was going to do it. And yeah, I think I'm going to do it now. So his power will go back to 1. An Invisible Woman is going to use her Psionic Blast.
Okay, and you have to discard that card too, it says?
Yes. So Invisible Woman's going to use the 1 power she had left to get an extra dice. So now it's 4 dice, hits on 4s, attacking, shooting at the specialist behind us.
You got 1.
So for what is now, because that was a card, not its activation. So for his first activation, he's going to power up. Power's at 3 now. Now he's going to attack. So that's 3 dice for the Adamantium Claws. He's going to use that 3 power that he just got to also for the attack. So now it's 6 dice, hits on 4s. And there's 2 6s.
So
I'll take
yeah.
these.
And 1 more 6. So take that
6.
3. Another 6. That'd be awesome. Nope. So yeah.
1, 2, 3.
5. So you could have done a Wounded Dr. Doom to keep that in mind.
That's awesome.
But there is a guard in that zone, so the guard's dead and 3 others.
Yep. So that got Wolverine into yellow, and so he's going to use his next activation to try to kill that next specialist. So 3 dice hits on 4s.
You already kill him. You can re-roll that extra dice just there.
Let's just see what happens.
Okay, well, you super kill him.
Yeah. So for his next activation, he's going to come outside. For his last activation, he's going to attack again.
Okay.
So it's 3 dice, hits on 4s.
Yep. And you can't
No.
do anything. Okay, you're done.
But,
And if he gets wounded, he hits better. He would hit on a 3.
yeah.
Then if he gets wounded again, he'll hit on a 2.
That's cool.
But then he only has 1 hit point, so you got to watch.
Yeah. I'm trying not to do that. So Wolverine is done. Invisible Woman. I'm going to activate Invisible Woman. Her power is going to go up to 1. She is going to attack that specialist that's behind us. So 3 dice, hits on 4s.
Nice.
Wish Wolverine got that.
Yeah.
Now she's going to move into the zone with Wolverine and spend her power to take Mantis with her.
Okay. And now that we're getting in zones with Sky, she can use that and take people out of zones with Sky people too. Only 1 person though.
Yes. So now that she's done that, she's going to try to attack Vulture.
Okay. 3 dice hitting on 4s.
Yep.
Get all of them. That'd be awesome. Oh, 2.
Close.
You don't no rerolls or anything. Okay. You rolled 2 6s again there too though. Okay.
So that's her, because she's still in blue. That's her activation. So I'm going to activate Mantis now. I can't power up anymore because she's already at 4. But she's going to attack in that zone. So she has 3 dice for martial arts. And then she's going to use her 4 power to attack with 7 dice.
Okay. Hits on 4s?
Yeah.
2. Oh, yeah, you killed that guard. And the other one, too.
Yep.
Nice. So you don't even have to use your card to reroll.
Nope. So for her next activation, and doing that, I'll attack got her in yellow. So she's going to rescue Senator Kelly.
So he has like a taunt ability, right?
Yes. Once during your turn, you may spend 1 power to select one zone within range 2. Activate all enemies in that zone. They try to reach your zone by any means necessary. Sorry, by any means available.
You would get 4 power for rescuing them.
Yep.
Do you want to use the 1 power to bring those guards into our zone? Because Groot's going to come and deal with them, or you could too.
Yep.
Thank you, man. You still have 3 more activations, right?
No, it's 2.
You have...
Because I attacked for 1.
You rescued Kelly and you have 2 left. Okay.
I have 2 left.
Yeah, and because we beat the guards, we took the card off from where the headquarters was. They were going to interrogate him.
Yes.
And now we could rescue him.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 more activations?
Yeah. So I think I'm going to attack those guards.
Okay.
So I'm going to use that 3 power. And I have 3 dice. So it's 6 dice hitting on 4s.
Okay. And he got them both.
Awesome. So next I'm going to use her power up heroic trait. Discard during your turn, perform 1 free power up action. So that'll go up now to 2.
Okay.
And then now her blue ability, once during your turn, you may gain 1 power or draw 1 heroic trait.
You can get a trait now that you just used one if you want.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Unstoppable. Discard when attacking and spend 1 power. Enemies suffer -1 toughness.
Oh, that's going to be good against Doom.
It is.
Cool.
So.
And now you have 1 more activation.
Maybe she'll use it to power up back to 4.
That works. Okay.
So that was a good turn for Mantis.
Yeah.
Mantis is done. And that's my team.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go with me. Vism's a little trailing, but maybe he can pick off those specialists. So I'm going to activate Vision first.
Okay.
So Vision activates, he's at 2 power.
Okay.
I'm going to attack those specialists. So it's 3 dice hitting on 4s. There's 3 of them. I'll use 1 power to get 1 extra dice. Cosmo only lets me kill an additional walker, not a run or anything.
Right.
Okay, so 4 dice hitting on 4s. I don't need to, there's only 3 of them there, right?
Yeah.
Yep, so I'm not even going to re-roll the 2, so got them. So I was going to maybe do range against Doom, but then I forgot Venom's right there too.
Yeah.
So I used my free activations to come into that zone with Vision, and he's done.
All right.
So I'll activate Nightcrawler. Power goes up. He's at 4 now. He'll spend 2 activations to go where Vulture is.
1, 2.
And I'm going to attack.
Okay.
I'm going to use free power and leave me 1 so I can teleport out of there if I have to.
Yeah. So
I get 3 extra dice plus a free for acrobatics. Hitting on 4s. So hitting on 4s.
You only needed 3, right?
Yep.
There's 3.
Vulture's only 3 hit points?
Yep.
Nice. Okay, so he's dead and I get free XP. I'll spend 1 power to teleport where Vision is. And everybody else. I got 1 more activation. I'll get a heroic trait.
Agile. Discard when enemies enter your zone. Immediately move 1 zone, ignoring enemies.
Makes sense for him.
Yep.
So Groot's coming out to tank everyone coming. Because if he has power, he can actually negate 2 wounds. Because of his blue and Howard the Duck.
Right.
For his 3rd activation, I'm going to get a heroic trait.
Power up. Discard during your turn. Perform 1 free power up action.
I still have 1 more activation. So I still have a turn. So I'm going to discard that now to get a power up to get the 4.
Okay.
I don't want to absorb both wounds. Because he could go into that zone. Nightcrawler could teleport later. But no, I'm going to stay right there. And forfeit the rest of my 1 activation.
Okay.
And that's everybody. So then we have to move everybody up. Stuff moved up. They actually brought her to the headquarters. So she gets interrogated and we lose all our power. And I don't know if it's 1 or all. I'm going to double check our heroic traits.
Okay.
So now that she goes off the board, all heroes lose 1 power and lose 1 heroic trait. I thought you lose all power and all heroic traits. And we've been playing that way too. And the other one, it's actually Eve. I checked just the rules now. You only lose 1 power and 1 heroic trait, even in the hero mode in X-Men Resistance.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind future too.
Absolutely.
So Everybody's power goes down by 1 if you have any.
Yeah, only Mantis did.
And you lose 1 heroic trait. So you can pick which ones of Mantis you want to get rid of.
I should take out the reroll and keep the -1 toughness, I think.
Yeah, because if she has to fight Doom.
Yeah.
Okay. So that card brought her back, and now it's back on the board to act normally.
Yeah.
So now spawn cards. Number 1. Oh, superhero. So the track is now at 4. And what's villain's going to show up?
Dr. Octopus.
What does he do?
Can attack from 1 zone away. If this zone is attacked but he's not eliminated, the attacker is moved 1 zone away and suffers 1 wound.
Oh, that's
Yikes.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll grab him. Doc Ock's on there now. So we got to worry about that. He can attack from its own away.
Yeah.
And then green spawn. Extra.
All guards.
Yep.
We got 1.
Yeah, the guard that just brought somebody back. Okay, so that's going to move forward. Okay. From the blue. Sidearm. Oh, we got lucky there.
No, we didn't.
Why?
Because there's a bunch of them there.
Oh, no, Groot.
Groot's there.
Okay, Groot's going to get shot at. Okay, and then we'll do the last spawn anyway.
Yeah.
We aren't in one, so 6 troopers, and they rush forward. So we'll put them on the board, and then it will be my turn.
Oh, we got to do sidearm first.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. So there's 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so 5 dice, hitting on 5s. He got 1. Yeah, foils once during each round, so this is their round phase. You prevent 1 wound, so I prevented it.
Cool.
So he's good.
Yeah.
If I had another power, I could have prevented 1 more. Now we'll do spawning them on the board. So yeah, you were saying it's lucky we pulled that after the sidearm because that would have sucked for Groot.
Yeah.
So those are there. And then because of Doom's ability, all the special cards, extra activations, even the sidearm that we just pulled, gets shuffled back into the deck. So we'll do that.
Okay.
So I'm going to activate Vision first. His power's at 1.
Okay.
I'm going to power up for my first activation.
Okay.
For my second activation, I'm going to attack the zone with Dr. Doom and Venom.
Okay.
So 3 dice plus 2. I'll leave 1 so I can re-roll dice.
Okay.
Does it say once per after rolling you may spend 1 power to re-roll any miss. It's not per dice you spend 1. So okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to attack the zone. If I only get 4 wounds, I'll kill Venom. If I get 5, I'll kill Dr. Doom.
Okay.
Hits on 4s. All of them miss.
Roll all of them.
So yeah, I'll spend that 1 power to re-roll all those dice. That sucked.
That's bad.
Do the reverse. Only 2, not enough.
Boo. Okay.
Okay, so that was his second. For his third, I'll power up again, so I'm at 2.
Okay.
I'm going to attack that zone again and add 1 power to it, so it's 4 dice. And attack it.
Hits on 4s.
Yep, come on.
Come on, 4s.
Again,
Jeez
nothing.
Louise.
So I'll use a power to reroll all those dice.
That was 3 3s.
You did this. Now do the reverse. Get all 4s. No,
No.
not for. Apparently, Vision has no vision and he can't see.
Sorry, Vision.
He's done. So Groot activates. He's at 4 power now. I'm going to attack that zone using 4 plus. I'll use all the power. So 7 dice total, hitting on 4s. Hitting on 4s. Come on, Groot. There we go. There's 5 there. 3, 4, 5. I'm not going to kill Venom. Because if I kill Venom, you have to take the bystander card. It says you... What's it say at the first?
When he's eliminated, take this card as a bystander.
So you have... Usually you have a choice.
Yeah.
If you have another one, but you have to take it. Because the symbiote gets you, right?
Yeah.
But I'm... Because I also want to show what happens when you wound the mastermind.
Yeah.
So you get the XP for wounding the mastermind first. So you get the 5 XP.
Awesome.
Unfortunately, Groot's still at 6 now. So his turn's done, though, because he powered up, attacked again. I was hoping I'd get into yellow, but... And now we'll do the repercussions of hitting him.
Okay.
So, once you wound the mastermind, you move his card over to the next track. So we move it over and we roll a die to see what happens. So 1 to 2, open all doors. 3 to 4, wound all player heroes, which sucks.
Shoot. Yeah.
5 to 6, restore a spawn card. Resolve a spawn card in the mastermind zone.
Okay.
Which is where he is with Groot right now. So we'll roll that one first. What happens? 3. So what was that one? Wound all player heroes.
Ah, boo.
So we'll resolve that right now. So we wounded everybody. Groot, it's each round. So this is our phase right now that we killed him. So this phase in our turn, I can negate 1 wound because of his I am Groot blue ability.
Right.
Not his I am Groot orange ability. They would have been funny if they would have put yellow as +1 action I am Groot. They didn't put that there too. Okay, so I don't get wounded for that.
Right.
Now in the enemy phase, I can negate another wound because it's a different round.
Right.
I think. I'll double check that. And Wolverine now takes a wound, but now Wolverine's pissed.
Yeah.
So now he's going to hit on freeze.
Yes.
Okay. And now we did that one. Now we do his retreat. Roll a die to freeze so he can move to different zones depending where he goes.
Yeah.
And then you move the card onto that slot. So let's roll to see. 6? Is that good or bad? I didn't know if rolling 5 to 6 move. Oh, no, it's not. 1 to 2. Yeah, we wanted him to roll low. Because move to the closest zone with enemies. So he would be still stuck in our zone so we could still fight him.
Yeah.
On a 3 to 4, move to the closest spawn point. So he would have moved over to the taxi cab.
Yeah.
And then 5 to 6, move to the farthest spawn point.
Which is the blue one.
Yeah, because that's 1, 2. That's 1, 2, 2. Yep. So now he's going to retreat to the blue spawn point. So he comes back up, full wounds again.
Yeah.
It would have been good to have him there to fight again, but I think you were making a good point now that he's gone now, so now we can deal with Venom and then move over to them in the house, right? Just keep messing them up in the house.
Yeah.
But we got to worry about that blue spawn.
Yes.
Okay. So now you just move his card into the next slot, and then if we wound him again, we resolve the second slot one.
Right.
So only 2 more wounds, and then we beat him.
Okay.
And we have to worry about 3 more things on his plot, though, and he wins.
Right.
So that's cool. It's kind of like United. I like that, the whole plot phase type of thing.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so that was Groot, and Groot's done. Vision's done. I got Nightcrawler now. I'm going to activate Nightcrawler.
All right.
Power goes up by 1, but then I'm going to use that power so I get an extra activation to teleport where Groot is. I want to go help him out. And I think a Venom symbiote Nightcrawler would be kind of badass.
Yeah, I agree.
Teleporting Venom would be kind of scary.
Absolutely.
So his first activation is I'm going to power up. His second activation is I'm going to power up again. So I got 4.
Okay.
His third activation, I'm going to use that 4 power and attack. So 4 dice for power, 3 dice because of acrobatics. What I should have done is took a zombie trait. That would have been my last action because I powered up and I'm attacking. So before I attacked, I'm going to take a zombie trait.
Okay.
Because I haven't rolled the dice yet, so I'm still going to do that.
Okay.
If I roll the dice, I wouldn't take it back. But what is it?
Discard during your turn and spend any amount of power. Heal the same amount of your wounds.
We can all heal now. Okay, good. No, I looked at Mantis' red ability. She can heal people. She has medic.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Within range 1, too, so they don't have to be in the same zone.
Yeah, she can like mass heal people.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to attack.
Oh, it's 7 dice.
7 dice in on force. Come on, kill Venom. 1, 2. Oh, damn.
Boo.
Nope. Okay. I was hoping for like a reroll trade or something, but...
No, unfortunately.
Okay, so Nightcrawler's... He has no power left or his activations are done, so he's there.
Okay. Alrighty, so I'm going to activate Wolverine first. His power goes up to 1. He's going to use 1 activation to move into the zone with Venom. He's going to use his second activation to power up. So now he's at 3. And then he's going to use his third activation to attack Venom.
And maybe do like I did with Nightcrawler. Maybe take a zombie trait, hero trait first before you attack. You might get something, right?
Yeah, that's a good idea. So I'm going to do that first. So, hero trait.
Oh, of course.
Ambush, spawn 1 walker in your zone, then draw another trait card.
Okay, so we'll get the walker. And his orange ability, if someone moves into a zone, he gets a trigger too if you use power.
Right.
But you're not orange yet.
Draw another trait card. discard when moving, spend any amount of power to move that many additional zones.
Okay.
That'll be useful eventually.
You can run it, dash it, Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you're going to attack Venom.
Yes. So 3 dice for the power, 3 dice for adamantium claws.
And now, because you're wounded, you hit on 3s instead of 4s.
Yes.
And the 6s still come into effect too.
Yes.
Nice. So.
I roll one of these.
Yeah.
For the 6.
Come on.
No.
And you don't get to re-roll any?
No.
Okay, so nope, nothing happens, and you don't kill him, unfortunately.
Boo. It was a good try, though.
Yep.
So, I'm going to activate Mantis now. Her power goes up. She's now at 4. She's going to move here for 1. She's going to use her blue ability to get a heroic trait. Another ambush.
Okay.
So, let's see what the trait is now. Discard during your turn and spend 1 power. Perform 1 free attack action.
Cool.
That's awesome. So I'm going to attack, but first I'm going to discard Unstoppable, which is discard when attacking and spend 1 power. So my power is going to go to 3. And enemies suffer -1 toughness to a minimum of 1. So that's going to make Venom toughness 3 now.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use the rest of my power to get 3 attacks. And then I have my normal 3 dice to attack with. Hits on 4s.
Lucky you did the... Oh, no, you got 3. So, the 6, 6, and 3 would kill Venom.
Yeah.
And then the 3 and the 5 would kill the 2 troopers that went there.
Awesome. I can do that, right?
Yeah, because you got that many hits.
Right. Cool.
So that card worked into your favor.
Yeah.
Nice. So you get 3, 4, 5 XP too. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 XP. And you get the Venom card.
I wouldn't get the 4 for...
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking 3. No, because the card says 4 and you killed him, so you get 4 XP.
Yeah.
So...
6.
Nice. You lowered his toughness, but you still get the XP on the card.
Right.
So now Mantis is Venom.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So she'll get +1 dice on her attacks.
Yes.
And we got doubles of the core box, so we have the stretch goals doubles. We don't have a double of Mantis. It would have been cool to paint her up like a Venom Mantis.
That would have been really cool.
So, you still have Invincible Woman, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to activate Invisible Woman first. Her power goes up to 1. She's going to move into the zone with Groot and Nightcrawler and everybody else and use her power to bring vision with her.
Okay.
So.
And she's still in blue, right?
She is.
So she only... Oh, no, Groot's at blue, too.
She's going to attack.
Okay. There's more in that zone you want to kill.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for her second activation, she will attack that zone.
Okay.
3 dice, hits on 4s. Got 1. So for her third activation, she's going to attack again.
Okay.
If she hits the 3 of them, she'll finally get to yellow. So, come on, 4s.
1 more.
She got 1.
Better
than nothing.
You're at 6?
Yep.
Yeah, I like Groot. Okay. And that's everybody. So then we'll move everybody up and do spawning.
Yeah.
Big fight in the center of the street now.
Yep.
Dr. Ock moved up, and then he would hit someone because you can attack from 1 away.
Yeah.
But Groot's going to absorb the wound.
Okay.
Because it's a different round this turn.
Okay.
So I checked. So yeah, everything is a round when everything happens. So Groot already absorbed the wound before. So I can't do another one.
Yeah.
So Dr. Ock's going to hit Groot. So he's at 3 wounds now.
Okay.
And now we'll do spawning. Number 1. Has a rust card, and we are
not in orange
not yet. So 4. Next. Yeah, all the rush now because we take them out. We're gonna go all these rushes.
So 8.
We have enough troopers so far, right? Yeah, it looks like
we
it.
should. If we get another big one, we might.
If we get Wolverine into orange, he can activate if they go into a zone. But
cool.
Next. Go. Yeah, all the rushes are gonna happen. This is gonna suck. That would be kind of mid-maxing or playing against it. Having a hero that can activate if there's rushes, if you're going against Doom, would play off his ability.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Extra act. Oh, okay. So let's do the rushes first, and then we'll play that extra activation superhero card.
Okay.
So we'll do Dr. Ock first. He gets 2 attacks on us because they're 1 away.
Yeah.
I can give another 1 to Groot. So now everyone should be at 2, right?
Yeah.
So 1 more. So now we have the choice. Are we going to give a wound to somebody or give it to Wolverine? So then Wolverine's super pissed.
I was going to say, if we
then
give
he's
it
going
to
to hit it.
Wolverine,
He'll be hitting on
2s.
2s. So let's give it to Wolverine.
Yeah.
And then he can just mess up Doctor Doom.
Sounds good.
Because now Doctor Doom will activate. He doesn't get to attack 1 away. He just has that stupid put cards back in the deck.
Yeah.
So we'll spend 1 activation to go into our zone. It's unfortunate that Wolverine's not in orange yet, because if he moved there, Wolverine could have triggered an attack. Because what's Wolverine's orange?
Called Lash Out. Once during each enemy phase, when enemies move into your zone, you may spend 1 power to perform 1 free adamantium claws attack.
Yeah, so keep a power when you get into orange to counterattack.
Yep.
And now he's going to attack again in our zone. And let's give it to somebody.
Invisible Woman can take it.
She's a scout and to move people. I'm going to give it to Vision.
Okay.
He botched on his attacks last time, so he could take a wound.
Okay.
Okay. And that's everybody.
Yeah.
And then you go next turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm going to activate Wolverine.
Okay.
His power goes up by 1. He's going to power up twice. So now he's at 4.
Yeah, because he can't go past 4.
Nope.
Fortunately.
That would be interesting if that. Well, we've
There's
played
no
a bunch of it. There's nobody who goes up past.
No, or there's the tracker doesn't go past 4.
Yeah.
So and there's no custom tracker for someone, so I don't think anyone can get past 4.
No, because you'd think somebody that had like Phoenix that had like crazy like exploding flame people powers, that maybe their power could go super duper high or something. Anyway, so Wolverine's gonna wail on Doctor Doom. So 3 dice for the adamantium claws, 4 dice for the power. Normally he would hit on 4s, but he's been wounded twice.
So now he hits on 2s.
Yes.
With because it stacks. What's the blue one? Its ability?
His blue ability, when attacking with adamantium claws, add +1 to your dice results for each wound you
So it
have
says each
suffered.
wound. Okay.
Yeah. And then if any 6.
Okay, so yeah, you hit on 2s.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Okay.
And you hit on 2, so those hit. Did you get any 6s?
No.
Okay, so Doctor Doom is 5 wounds.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So 1 carries over to the guard that's there, so unfortunately you don't kill him.
No.
You don't have any rerolls or anything.
No.
Unfortunately, no 6s. I was hoping you get 1 6.
I was hoping so too.
Okay, but you kill Doctor Doom.
Cool.
So you would get 5 XP first. So we knock down Doom for the second time.
Yeah.
So we'll have to go onto the track list now.
Okay.
So now we roll a die to retaliate. So let's roll and see what happens. What did he do? 4? So what's 4? 3 to 4. Spawn an enemy hero in the mastermind zone. Oh, boo.
Blue.
Okay, so let's do that now. Who's going to be there? Oh, Carnage.
So, gains the following based on the highest danger level.
We're in yellow. Okay.
Cumulative. Blue, no effect. Yellow, his attacks deal 2 wounds.
Oh, crap. Yeah.
Orange, performs 1 action each time a rush card is drawn.
Oh, that's gonna combo with Doctor Doom because he keeps respawning them. That
That's
sucks.
gonna be bad.
Okay.
And then red, toughness 5.
Okay, so that's gonna be. We'll grab Carnage. So Carnage shows up. So we gotta get rid of him too. That's bad.
Yep.
Now we do dice to free. So we roll a dice to see what happens when he moves. 4. So 3 to 4. Move to the closest spawn zone. And then move the card over. So we moved this card over, so we only got to win them 1 more time to win.
Okay.
And then they're all equal distance, so we decided to put them over there because we don't want them over there. They're close to spawners and a bunch, and then down by Doc Ock.
Yeah.
So we're going to put them down there.
Yeah.
And that did that effect, so now it's back to your turn. So you got 1 more activation. You're going to try to get Carnage. Hitting on 2s, and you need a 6. Oh, good. Oh, you got to get 2 6s to beat him.
Boo.
3 wounds. Unfortunately, he
Doesn't
does.
kill Carnage.
No. So Wolverine's done. So we want to try to get Doom off the board. So we're going to try to rush them now?
Yeah, we're going to pull some shenanigans a little bit.
Okay.
So, I'm going to activate Invisible Woman now. Her power's going to go up to 1. Then she's going to power up. So her power's now at 3.
Okay.
So that was... because power up is an activation. So that was her first activation. For her next 2 activations, she's going to use 2 power, and she's going to move her and Mantis into Dr. Doom's zone. Because her blue ability says each time you perform a move action, you may spend 1 power. If you do, you ignore enemies and may move 1 superhero in your zone along with you.
Okay.
So 1, 2, and then Mantis. And she's losing her disc. And Invisible Woman. So she's done.
Okay.
That's her whole... So now we have Mantis.
Okay.
Mantis' power goes up by 1.
It's Venom Mantis now, too, because of the...
VANTIS.
Yeah. VANTIS? Yeah.
VANTIS.
Okay.
Okay, so she's going to power up also.
Was her blue ability?
Yeah.
So that was for free. You get 1.
Yeah, and then she's going to use an activation to totally power up. So now she's at 4.
Okay.
So that was her first activation. Second activation, because she is in yellow, she's going to attack. So she gets 3 dice normally. We're going to do...
all the power?
All the power.
Okay.
So 4 more dice. And then because she's VANTIS, she's going to get 1 more dice.
Because what's the...
Because Venom's card, when he's eliminated, take this card as a bystander, which we did. While you have it, your attacks roll +1 dice. If it's ever discarded, roll a die on a 4+, except for 2 wounds.
Okay. So you got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hitting on 4s.
Too bad you don't hit on 3s. Oh. Again, we did this before in the last time. Did you how many more activations do you have? You powered up and you attacked. And you have 2 activations left, right?
She hasn't attacked yet.
But you're going to attack, right?
Yes.
So you'll have 2 activations left?
Yeah.
So you can get a zombie trait before you roll the dice. That's your 3rd activation.
Yes. And I can also discard Determined to get a free attack if I need it.
So you're going to get a zombie trait?
Heroic.
Heroic
Yes.
trait first.
Let's hope for lowering toughness. Dash.
We got that.
Yeah, Wolverine got that. We haven't used it yet.
Okay.
Discard after moving. Spend any amount of power to move that many additional zones.
Okay. Unfortunately, you didn't roll tough. If that would have been good too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
now this is your 3rd activation.
Yeah.
Oh, I see lots of...
Ooh.
You hit on 4s?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You got it.
Yee! Yay! Mantis did it.
So that worked out. I didn't know. Because the next plan, I was going to take Nightcrawler and Bamf and teleport in there and try to go all out on him too.
No.
But
Mantis has been doing pretty good.
Invisible Woman's a really good support character. She helped bring her there too.
Yeah.
She didn't get high in XP, but that ability to move people around is good.
Yeah,
and Nightcrawler is pretty crazy being able to teleport.
Yeah. But Mantis having the meditate, I know I called it mediate before. Apparently I can't read. Being able to once per turn gain a power, draw a heroic trait is really, really useful too. And it's helped her a lot.
So Mantis beat Dr. Doom again.
Yay!
And then the track would go down by 1. So we beat him. So we beat the Mastermind.
Cool.
And then we had to get the blue objective and beat the Mastermind for this mission. Then we win.
Yep.
Yeah, because we got the grimoire and we beat him. So we did it. And you know what I forgot to do? I was going to do it, but I'll put him on the board now. When he got to his 2nd wound, I was going to put him as the
Zombie Doom.
Zombie Doom, says he got corrupted by the Darkhold, but I forgot. But that's what he would have looked like. But we beat him.
Cool. Zoom the zombie.
So I was talking about the person that designed this. Maybe next time we'll try a zombie one too, because he hasn't done the rules for the zombie mode yet.
Right.
But then we'll just play with all heroes could be, all the zombie heroes could be attacked. And maybe Doom came back as a zombie version now and he's corrupting people or something. I don't know. Because the next ones in the missions are, so that's the one we just did, Corrupted. And then there's a focus Civil War 1, and then the other Civil War Pro registration. So those would be cool too. And there's going to be more missions, she's saying too. So that's a cool way to play too.
Yeah. So much for reaching out to us to get us to play test this. This was way fun.
Yeah.
We hope you guys enjoyed watching the video as much as we did, and
don't forget to check in the description to see, because I think there's a hero generator card one he has there too, and the mission generator. So if you want to make your own missions, it's cool to do it that way too.
Yeah.
And the rules for this play system too.
Yeah, it's great fun.
And I figured they were stuck there. I figured maybe Nightcrawler would have teleported them over there and saved them probably.
Yeah, because he can teleport more than one person, right?
No, it's that didn't come up. But when he gets the orange, when using BAMF, you may select one bystander, superhero, or enemy in your zone and move with you. So he takes them with you. Can actually take an enemy with you too.
Can he do that I don't remember in the comic now if he could do that.
Yeah, you can take more than one person.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so
I think
it works.
I think that came up in the show, but I forget, it's been a while for the comics, that he had to see where he was going, which wasn't that was never with Nightcrawler in the comics that I remember. He could just port to where he is.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
That's another one. Blink too. I don't think Blink's in this. Blink has something similar, but she can teleport more.
Right. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So and each time you enter or leave a zone with enemies, you may eliminate one walker, brute, or runner. That's its red. So you keep bamfing around and killing people.
That's awesome. Because usually it's one, or like one or the other. It isn't all three that you have the option for.
Yeah.
Which is cool. So we hope you enjoyed watching as much as we enjoyed playing. Thanks for coming out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.
See ya.